Hi everyone, it's Johnny Steed here again, and today's video we're going to be playing VC Bingo! What's VC Bingo, I hear you cry? It's a fun game. Yeah, it's just something I came up with the other day when I was watching videos, as I normally do. I thought it'd be a little bit of fun just to see how many times these certain phrases or objects will appear. So what I've done is I've compiled a list of 25 phrases and objects and things that you may encounter while watching VC videos. And the idea is you just tick them off as you see them, or as you hear them, I should say, or as they appear. I'll put them on the screen now to give you a little bit of idea about what it is I'm talking about. Now this isn't a competition or thing, so there's no prizes. So as you can see, we have 25 different things, and I'll go through them one by one in a moment. And you can see how many you can get in a night, or see how long it takes to collect them all. It's up to you, it's open-ended. Right, yeah, so I'm going to go through them now, and then where I can, I will show you some examples. Now, you can't count this video, if you're going to be playing along, you can't count this video as, so I don't want any comedy geniuses writing the word house in the comments, because you've got them all from watching this one particular video, because you won't. Anyway, so this video doesn't count. So this is VC Bingo. It could also be the VC drinking game, if you're so inclined, in which case every time you see or hear one of these things, you can pound a shot, or take a sip of martini, or, you know, take a big fat bong rip, whatever your cup of tea is. Right, so we'll crack on, shall we? The first one on the list is K-Tel or Ronco. What does that mean? Well, you see somebody who shows an album that's on the K-Tel or Ronco label, like this one is here. A double album, pretty self-explanatory. Anybody showing a double LP? For example, this one here is Japan. Greatest hits, I think. Yes, Exercising Ghosts. Okay, Grail. If you hear someone say the word Grail in a video, you can tick that one off your list. A soundtrack album. An album with a bass guitar on the front cover. Now this one was a bit tricky for me, but I did manage to find one. Here we have ZZ Top's Fandango, and as you can see there, we have a bass guitar on the front cover. Not as common as you may think. Well, unless you got an entire collection of Jaco Pastorius albums or something, but you know, in my when I was looking for mine, I could just find the one. So yeah, these aren't always super common things. I mean, you know, it would be a bit pointless if that was the case, but not so rare that they were going to be impossible to find. Okay, where are we up to? Right, the next one is Namesake. What does that mean? Well, an artist who has the same name as you do, either first name or second name. So in this case, I'm going with John Lennon and his Milk and Honey album. Right, a cassette or an 8-track. I don't have any 8-tracks. But if you see anyone showing an 8-track or a cassette, then tick that one off. A new release. Okay, by new release, for me, I'm going to say anything within the last 10 years is a new release, but you know, your mileage may vary. You might want to say this year or in the last 5 years, depending on, well, it's up to you. But yeah, I've gone with 10 years at least. So yeah, this one came out in 2017. All right, if someone shows a live album, you can take that one off. A rap or a hip-hop album. Right, if someone shows or says the word Obi Strip, OBI strip, then you can tick that one off. I don't have any, so I can't show you any, but yes, something you quite often see, isn't it? Yes. If you don't know what an Obi Strip is, it's like the thing that you get on Japanese releases. They put like a band around. I'm sure you all know what an Obi Strip is anyway, you don't need me to explain. If you see someone wearing a hat indoors. Okay, next one is in the shrink. So you just need to hear people say in the shrink, and you can tick it off. All right, if someone shows a various artists album, so a compilation with more than one artist on it, pretty self-explanatory. For example, this is Chart Encounters of the Hit Kind, Part 2. So yeah, various artists. It could also be a soundtrack with various artists on. I'll leave that one up to you to interpret. And the next one is dog or a cat. So that could be a dog on an album, or it could be a picture of a dog or a cat, or it could actually be a real dog or cat. Say hello, Herb. No, Herb doesn't want to know. Right, the next category is solo Beatle. It could be an album by a solo Beatle, or it could be an album featuring a solo Beatle or a side project. Next one is drink. See someone take a drink? You take a drink. Or cross it off your list. Needle drop. If you're watching a video and someone does a needle drop, then yes, that one will count. The next one on the list says Motown or Virgin. So if you see someone who actually, which means someone who shows the actual label of an album on either a Motown or the Virgin labels. For me, I'm going with the Generic ones, not custom ones, but of course, it's up to you. A 10-inch record or a 12-inch single? Psych. Just the word psych. You just need to hear someone say the word psych and you can tick it off. X, Y, Z or Z. Yeah, any artist or band whose name begins with an X, a Y or a Z. I'm going with Zappa. Okay, I know his surname was Zappa, but I'm going with Zappa. That's classical. Someone shows a classical record. Someone shows a Columbia label. Any amount of eyes will do. And finally, if you're watching a video and somebody shows some VCLT, for example, this is my most recent piece of VCLT, courtesy of James Griffiths. Thank you very much, James. Okay, so there we are, that's it. I'll put a link below to this rather shitty looking Excel spreadsheet thing I put together with the names on it, and I'll put a list of the things in the description, just in case anybody fancies joining in and playing along. Like I said, this isn't a competition, there are no prizes, you know, just a bit of fun. So, right, okay, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Yes, so let's just have a think about what I want to say next. See, my mind's gone blank already. Okay. Right.
All the theatrical razzmatazz of bingo is larger and livelier and twice as much fun in Blackpool. When that loses its charm, there's